happening now. A local father is back in the Cobb County courtroom as lawyers argue over final issues before his murder trial this fall.
Ross Harris is accused of murdering his son Cooper by leaving him in a hot SUV 2 years ago. His trial has been moved to Brunswick because of pre-trial publicity. Channel 2's Ross Cabot is live in Marietta with what the judge is deciding today. Ross.
Jury selection next month in Brunswick for Ross Harris and that trial, Fred. But as you know, a lot of issues have to be taken up before that. This may be the last time we see Ross Harris in Cobb County, again, because this trial will be in Brunswick starting in October with testimony. They were arguing a lot today about what experts can and cannot testify about, especially when it comes to how Harris reacted in the minutes and hours after his son Cooper was found dead here in Cobb County. Another big bone of contention, Harris's SUV. Prosecutors want jurors to see it in person. Defense attorneys say that's highly prejudicial. But Assistant DA Chuck Boring arguing just minutes ago that it was a very important piece of evidence for jurors to look at.
I appreciate the defense wanting to try my case for me and tell me what I can and can't do and what I need and don't need. However, I have a sneaking suspicion, well, maybe they will cross-examine the crime scene text about their photographs. And maybe they had bias about how they took them. And maybe they had bias about the angles that they took these photographs. And we didn't get all the angles. That's why we're seeking to introduce the actual murder weapon in this case.
Prosecutors calling Harris's SUV the murder weapon, says it's necessary in the trial, so the judge says go ahead and ship it down to Brunswick. But what the jurors may or may not be able to do with it once it's there remains unclear. There's some other issues they are dealing with this afternoon, including whether to admit 3D images of the crime scenes before jurors, and we'll be watching that and have a complete report starting with Channel 2 Action News at 4. In the meantime, live outside the courthouse, Ross Cabot, Channel 2 Action News.